Feeling egotistical because I didn't say that I'm good. I'm good at writing jokes, and I can say that without feeling egotistical because I didn't say that I'm good at writing good jokes. I'm just good at having an idea and writing it down on paper. It might be the most asinine bullshit I've ever thought of, but I'll still write it down and force other people to listen to it. Hans Kim is a funny guy. I think the funniest thing he does is when he says he's feeling great after doing a set on Kill Tony, even though he completely bombed. Look, I'm not saying that Tony Hinchcliffe is conceited, but if he had dinner with his number one fan, it would just be him eating by himself. Tony Hinchcliffe is Red Bar if he didn't have the decency to keep his antisocial meltdowns relegated to the internet. If you call a trans woman a bitch, is that sexism or gender affirmation? I'm fairly liberal, but I know that conservatives are necessary because if liberals ran amok with no conservative pushback, it would be as hellish of a world as it would be if conservatives ran everything. If conservatives ran the country, they'd make you pledge allegiance before everything, even taking a shit. One time a guy came to my door trying to sell insurance. I told him to get the fuck off my property. My wife said, "Wow, you seem really angry." I said, "No, I'm not angry. I just wanted to try out being an asshole." Matt Rife is so far in the direction of goofy looking that he wrapped back around to being handsome again. If you can't fuck a fat woman, you are borderline gay. Here's a $1 billion idea. Super chats for homeless people. Homeless people are always begging for money. If they could read custom messages as part of their donations, I bet they'd make a lot more money. I don't like to wear suits. It's not that I don't like to appear dignified. It's just that appearing dignified has the side effect of making me feel old. If you're afraid to buy Bud Light because they supported a trans person, you might as well be trans because you have no balls. PETA members say that animals are equal to humans, yet for some reason they're against bestiality. If animals and humans are the same thing, how could it be wrong to have sex with them? Here's an idea. PATA, People for the Average Treatment of Animals. We respect animals, but we don't go extremist like PETA does. We care about animals a medium amount. Here's another idea. Autism Can't Speak. An autism advocacy group like Autism Speaks, but it's comprised of autistic people who are mutes. When I was younger, people would always say, "You don't understand how great you have it being young." And I thought, they're right, because nothing's better than being an age where you're constantly lectured about being ungrateful. Here's another idea. Partial Raisin Bran. It's like total Raisin Bran, but the bag is only half full. Here's an app idea I had. Delayed Gram. It's like Instagram, except everything you post doesn't show up until a week later. Here's a website idea I had. eGay. It's an auction website like eBay, but everything you sell must be pride related. Here's another idea. Above ground floaties. They're like floaties in a pool, but they're for above ground. They're filled with helium, exactly proportionate to your body weight, so it's physically impossible to fall down. You know, they say that alcohol and Klonopin is a dangerous combination, but you know what else is a dangerous combination? Boredom and no drugs. The next time evangelists come to my door and try to talk me into religion, I'm going to flip the script and give them a sales pitch about Judaism. I like to tell people I'm an alpha male. If they don't believe that, I'll say, okay, fine, I'm a dominant beta male. You know, they say that we're our own worst critics. Whoever says that obviously doesn't have a wife. People say that it's wrong to eat animals, but there's got to be at least one pig out there that genuinely wants to be eaten. I don't understand people who need an umbrella when it's lightly drizzling. I could see if piss was coming out of the sky, but it's just water. Who cares? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our monologue. You know, a lot of people don't know what to expect from this generation of the show. I don't know either, you know. Sometimes I think about doing things the old way, but this is a new era of streaming, and you know, things are just going to be different. I don't know if we're going to include, you know, the same people, different people, but you know, we're going to try and do something amazing. A lot of folks, you know, smoke pot and listen. You don't have to. I don't even really do that anymore. That was the old days, you know. But you know, it is what it is. It's a new era. Not wearing a new era. I'm wearing an HB hat made by FlexFit from my connection over. What was his? From Alejandro Gornek. So, you know, he's the hat guy. He's the hat expert. He's the one who gets things done. My list of billion-dollar ideas. I have Black History Year. You know, it's like Black History Month, but if we're honest, Black History Month is not enough time. Every leap year should be a year-long celebration of Black people. And I know you all love Black people, so that shouldn't be difficult. I also want to have capsule toy machines for rich people. They have things like Rolexes and diamond rings in them, and it costs 20 grand to get things out of the machine. Also, a triviality therapist We all know that going to psychotherapists to deal with serious life problems is useful, but what if there was another therapist you could go to for the small frustrations, you know? Like if the new season of your favorite TV show is not that good. We also want to create an in-store GPS, you know? If you're in Walmart, you can type in a product you're looking for, like needle nose pliers, and the GPS will take you exactly where you need to go. Um, we also want to create pickup artist classes that aren't devoted solely to denigrating women and manipulating them. That would be a new idea. Sleds with wheels. That's another idea we're working on, that you can actually ride on grass even when it's not snowing. Also want to create the supermarket sweep shoplifter edition. In this version of the show, it's all about fitting as many high ticket items in your coat as you can and getting out of the store before the security guard tackles you. Also working on Invisalign braces that automatically detect what food you're eating and count the calories for you. It's useful for a lot of people, you know. There's a lot of fat fucks out there, myself included. You know, themed adult diapers would be good based on TV shows that old people watch, like I Love Lucy and The Crown. You know, beanies for beanie babies, little hats for your beanie baby collection. Tattoos for pigs. Why should humans be the only ones who get to have tattoos? Also, want to create America's Got No Talent, where we take people who are already famous and decide if they actually deserve to be in show business. Law and Disorder, a show about messy detectives. And a skateboard with a built in mileage counter. Those are some of the ideas. Now, a lot of people know, a lot of people want to know, what else do we have? What else? What are the other inventions? I already explained it. Mr. Court says you got that hat for free. No, my friend Alejandro Gortek, from the Hat Connection, made this for me. Um, he's an amazing creator, and he creates a lot of the hats that you can find over at Rex's Hat Shop. You're going to like the hats you wear. That's the slogan. And I think that it's true. You know, anybody who wants to, Matlock to, yeah, that's what we're working on over at the Idea Factory. Um, you know, and if people want, I can, I've been thinking about this, about actually creating, doing more of the segments in the animated form versus the regular form, because, you know, who wants to look at me? Isn't it better if you look at a cartoon version of me? You know, admittedly a low end cartoon, but still, people love cartoons. I mean, look at what, look at Family Guy, look at Simpsons, look at the Ian Ellis cartoon. People love cartoons, and that's not going to change. You know, the future is bright. So I this new show, the Jordan Jensen show, is really blowing up over at um, the Nick Mullen channel, the Adam Friedland show channel. You know, Adam Friedland is surprisingly the least popular person over there. Why are you giving this guy a shout out? You can just make a hat at Lids. Do I look like a guy who goes to Lids? Maybe I do, but I don't think I do. I think that Lids is for people who hang out at the mall and eat Annie Ann's cinnamon pretzels. I'm not going to Lids. That's for other people. That's for, and by the way, Lids is a competitor of Rex's Hat Shop. So it's very unlikely that you'll ever see me over there. That's why the only person I get my custom hats from is Alejandro Gortek from the Hat Connection. He is going to, you know, he's going to blow up because not everybody wants to go to lids. And by the way, isn't it better when you get your hats done by a, handmade by a person? Also, doesn't Lid sell new era hats? Don't they sell hats with flat brims? You know, isn't that their look, their style? I don't know if I can be doing things that way. So I'm looking around for I'm looking at, oh no, that's the Adam Freeland show clips. I was gonna pull up their latest show and just give a little review. They're now doing the Jordan Jensen show, and I'm wondering if this is going to replace the Adam Freeland show. If if he's on his way out, that would be pretty crazy if his own channel involved a phasing out of him. That would be a unique little trick. Is this guy threatening you? No, I'm a big fan. I think he's a great guy, and I think that if people know what is good and uh, what they enjoy, then they know that what they should be doing is checking out. But honestly, like not everybody can do it that way. And also, then what am I going to say? I'm going to tell people, oh, I got my hat at Lids. I don't know about that. I don't know if I want to be so corporate with the things that I do. I'd much rather, be independent and support the independent Italian hat makers out there who do the things that that I can't do. I can't make hats. I don't know how to make hats. So hats off to the people who do know. Um, but look, if you say that they can make the same hat, then I'd like to see you go get this hat made, and I will eat my hat. Why would you brag about a friend having a friend that makes hats? Well, I mean, do you have any friends that make hats? I don't think you do. These are people who do things that are high quality and they do them themselves. And that's nothing to laugh about. That's something that I take my hat making, just like Red Bar, I take my hat making very seriously. And I think that if you did, maybe you would be happier with your life. All I got to do is open up Adobe Illustrator, use his hat template, and then, uh, you know, I can do what I need to do and be proud of it. You don't hang out at the mall, then how would you know that that they make those hats? That doesn't really add up. That's like being an expert on Foot Locker and saying, yeah, well, I don't go to the mall, so I can't yet everything about the store. Anyway, that's a lot of hat talk. I want to cover the Adam Friedland show if possible. Or, like I said, it's no longer the Adam Friedland show, it is the Jordan Jensen show. Are you having an amazing day? Because that's what is, that's the ideal. I like when people are having a good time, having an amazing time, and enjoying the world that we live in, because a lot of people don't enjoy it. They're against self-deprecation.
Self-deprecation is so 2005. It is.
Yeah, so like they're living in a different world. They don't know what to expect, and they don't like to laugh at themselves. And I think that that's kind of sad. You know, they don't know what to do. Um, yeah, I am bragging. I like, Alejandro does great work. It's so good. You might think that it was done at Lids. That's high level. That's good quality and it's good craftsmanship. A lot of people don't appreciate craftsmanship. And he's done other hats, and he's done hats for WNBA players, because the NBA they make their own hats, but WNBA players need to be taken care of as well. David Walsh says this guy is jealous. He doesn't have a friend who works at a hat store. He doesn't work at a hat store. He makes hats with high quality craftsmanship. Can't believe I'm defending this guy, but he's great. He's a good guy, and he does great work. And Mr. Cho doesn't understand. That's right. He doesn't understand that people put work into this stuff, and it's not like every other corporate crap fest out there. So I will be back in one moment. But before I take a break, I want to set things up and explain that, you got to appreciate high quality craftsmanship. And I might in the future put an ad in here for Alejandro Gortek from the Hat Connection, because like I said, he does good work. I might even say he does great work that people just don't appreciate. Yeah, he's sad. He's jealous that he doesn't have people in his life who can do high quality work. Anybody can go to the mall, which he admits he doesn't even go to the mall. So how cool can you be if and by the way, if I opened a mall, it would have a giant half the mall would be Rex's hat warehouse. That would be half of the real estate would just be that. Then, of course, down the other end, we'd have Sam Hill's Computers. David Walsh World News would have its own news stand. And there's no way that, like David Walsh is saying, there's no way that Mr. Chode could even afford a $60 New Era hat. He couldn't get together those funds. Even if he got a loan, it would only make up half of the amount of money he would need to get a hat like that. It's unfortunate, but it's true. So work on getting, how cool can I be if I don't go to the mall? You said the same thing. That's right. You're not that cool. You're not that great. You want to be cool, but that's why you use your Mr. Chode identity. Because if you were a real cool guy, like a cool, interesting guy, you would be out here using your real name, whatever it is, Bill Brand. You would, brother of Russell Brand. What do you think about Russell Brand and what he's up to? You think he's high quality? Because I'm not sure what to think about him. But let me take a break and I will be back. All right. So the news is in about Russell Brand. People are working on it. People are saying what they want to say. I was thinking about doing a. See, this would require me to do, if I did a cartoon, right? Like sort of like the intro. Then I would have to do, I'd either have to have you guys do voices or I would have to do your voices. The Russell Cook voice, the David Walsh voice. And I don't know how I don't know how to do anybody's voice without it sounding like I'm mocking them completely, because when you do somebody's voice, it kind of becomes a caricature, and you can't really do a caricature without sounding like you're totally, totally shitting on somebody. You could try, but it ultimately, you know, like when Bill Maher heard the guy doing his voice, he's like, "Okay, ladies and gentlemen, okay." It sounded like him, but he didn't like it. He didn't enjoy it, and he didn't appreciate it. You know, people are out in the world. Some people are broadcasting. Some people are taking long breaks from their show, which I've done before. Famous comedians who are raped. Yeah, so I mean, too many comedians, honestly. It's like they're in the comedy and rape industry. It's not just, Megan Kelly talked about it quite a bit. Um, some flack for it. I don't know what the thought process was there with people getting upset. I mean, what do you guys think? Did she say too much? Was she wrong? Was she lying? What's the deal? What's the deal with Megan Kelly? I think that you know, we're gonna have to figure that out, though. We're gonna have to figure out how to deal with Megan Kelly. No, I mean, I'm not gonna deal. I'm not gonna do anything with her. I don't know what I meant by that, really. Um, but I need to get. We need to go to the Idea Factory. Um, that's where Rick Glassman hangs out and wears his puzzle hats. I had the whole setup before, but now I don't know what happened to it. B Sox is streaming live right now. I'm sure he's having an amazing time over there at wherever he is. He talks a lot of shit about people. Those beers that are light blue with roofies in them. What's that? I don't know if I'm familiar with that, but what else do we have? We've got the HB dictionary. I can get that out there for people. The updated words, the updated slogans and such. You want to join the Rev B Sox Deadpool? That sounds fun. Let's see what B Sox is doing right now. Is he, unless his, okay. Let's check it out. I think that's Fucking crazy. That's funny. All right, let's see what he's up to. He's got his dad or somebody's in the room. Is he on mute? His grandpa. Man, he looks like B-Sox looks prematurely aged. I don't hear anything. Is he completely muted or what? I don't understand. Okay, so B-Sox isn't saying anything. Good to know. Or he is saying something, but we can't hear it. So that's good. That's great content. Oh, damn it. Looks like he's in a room that's all fucked up. Like with, I don't know, like the concrete's coming apart. His dad is 70? Wow. That's quite the old timer. That's weird. I guess some people just have really, really, really old parent. Oh, I guess 70. That's not that old at this point. He's like, B-Sox is like in his 20s or 30s. I was thinking that what you were, for some reason, I thought what you were saying was that he was born when his dad was 70, which would make him alive. But I was trying to find the idea factory here. Let's see. They got the camera tilted up. They both wish suicide on everything. Yeah, well that is weird. Let's go live. Is it just muted for, let me see if other shows are muted. No. I'm going to reload this and just see what's happening. All right. We are reloaded. And he was messing around with people. And one thing you can't do, one thing you got to admit about this guy, B-Sox, is that this guy is a top tier alpha. Killing it in all aspects of life, taking care of business, getting work done, even if that work is looking like an idiot. He gets it done. He gets after it. Let's see. This motherfucker has 13 people watching right now, and he's not doing shit. Man, that that makes me feel like a moron. Let's see. I want a yellow line. Stroke width Why does it look all fuck? Why does it look like piss? It looks like fucking pee pee. Whoops. Whoa. I got giant. I was trying to draw on his stream. There we go. How do we clear everything? I want to write on his ceiling. B socks. Sucks. Ah, shit. I fucking went back. B socks. Sucks. Yeah, dude, you fucking suck. He doesn't even have any sound. There's always a chance of rampage. Like some crazy shit happening. Let's see what I feel like he should have a meth pipe right here. I don't even know if that's what a meth pipe looks like. You got your he's got his little blue meth inside of that pipe because he's a drug user. What has he been doing the past few days? You know, I try to support. He's crazy because, like, I try to stand up for him and shit, but he doesn't care. That just makes him more annoyed. That just pisses him off more. P Sox, where did you go? He's above his door. It says "losers only." And I'm doing this very, you know, I'm very mature myself with all this shit. You know, at one point I saw him as like a younger version. Oh shit. Okay, so I can't have this annoying thing. Oh, I guess I can move it. Damn it. Hold on. This is a real pain in the ass. Oh, that's how you do that. All right. So who knows what B Sox is doing, but you know, let's give him some let's put some trees over here. Some nice vegetation indoors. You know, because he looks like he's in a room that's about to have plants grow through it. You know? And how do we fill stuff? I'm not that good with the on-screen drawing yet. So now he's not even in the room. He's out picking blueberries or something. Who knows what he's doing? It says, "Come in, guys. We're moving." That's somebody else, though, right? Oh, I guess the tree moves with me. I wanted it to stay there. All right. All right, B Socks. Tree Socks.
What's up, bro?
Is this your guys' like hangout spot?
Yep.
So your guys' new hangout spot is my chat.
Yeah, that's right. We just hang out here and we make fun of you. All right, he's got whiskey or tequila or something. And he's annoyed with people for joining his chat, but he leaves it open. Like he leaves it completely open. So what do you expect? All right, and then he leaves the room again. Boo. Come on, dude. He left the post. See, I'm like waiting for him to do something, but he's bullshitting and doing nothing. What do you think he's doing in the other room? Come on, B-Sox. Do something that makes this worth covering for me. Because it doesn't feel... Hold on. Sorry about that. I was changing to something that was actually had something going on for a minute. But what was I thinking? Come on. All right, B-Sox. So while we wait for B-Sox to come back from the dead, I'm gonna look for another show here. I think they have to throw out a bunch of stuff before the place gets imploded, or however they're gonna tear down this building. Wow. What a weird decision. Why are they tearing it down? You know, that's kind of weird. All right. I guess they got to do what they got to do. Twash. Oh, twash, like trash, I guess. He's saying trash like a guy with a speech impediment. It's been condemned. Why am I not surprised he's in a condemned building? That seems on brand for B-Sox. Man, I miss the days of when other people were out here trashing people, like Unbleached was doing this kind of shit, you know? was fun in those days. I mean, we can't go back, obviously. There's nothing you can do about it, but you know, kind of miss it. It was fun. It was cool. All right, so they're just clean, and he's just leaving his. This is like a Jarvaland stream. The camera's just pointed up at the ceiling. Nobody's in the room. You know, it's like a vintage stream. It's all coming full circle once again. Let's see. Do I cover? Yeah, I'm free. Isn't it interesting? I feel bad. There's some people that I feel bad about that I don't even want to cover anymore. This guy threatened to anally rape me. Jeez. Wow. What a fucking nutcase. What a crazy person. Does all right, so you were talking about repertoire. God damn, could you be more fucking gross, dude? Could you be more disgusting with your cough? Fucking look at that mug. He's 26, but he looks 46. He looks 40. He looks like a, by the way, not a good 46, a bad 46. He looks more like 56.
You know what I can't wait to see? Is when this house is getting torn down and see all the bat and the mice fucking just run out here.
Yeah, that's great. Fucking. He's 25, looks 56. He has the skin of a pig that's half cooked. This guy. Man. Anytime I feel like I look like shit because I'm heavy, I just look at his skin and feel better. God damn that kid. You know, I'm glad that he's around right now because everybody needs somebody to feel a little better than. And he's my go-to right now. You know, I used to trash Red Bar, but I feel like I'm over that. Pretty much over that. Hopefully completely over that. And I'm just here to deal with these lowlifes who aren't doing shit. You can polish off whiskey a day and has been since late last year. Wow. Let me get a cord. You gotta get. Oh, fuck. I gotta get a cable. 1 second. right. Whoa, shit. I'm as messy as B-Socks right now. Damn. This is, he's going with the country core aesthetic, I guess. Not even country core. That's a wrong word. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Whew. People have gotten cirrhosis at 25. Wow. That's sad. I mean, it's sad for some people. When it happens to other people, you're like, all right, well, what do you expect? You were living, not giving a shit. Why are we surprised when you end up like shit? I was thinking if, if this show ever gets back up and moving properly like it used to, you're welcome to come on and do a review or a true crime, whatever you have fun with. You know, you're welcome to come on the show and do that. And then we'll, it would be like old days. I have pretty nice skin for such an old piece of shit. Good people are treated well by Father Time. That's what we say. That's my saying. I just invented it, but I believe it. So, people just need to relax and live their best life. I used to think that Sam Hill got me on this mindset that like high energy is what you want to be doing all the time. That people and maybe people do respond to high energy, but I think that not legitimate high energy, fake high energy is can be spotted by people. Top Tier is live. All right, let's take a look at it. Top Tier. What's his channel called? Alexander American or something. Fucking, I realize I don't even follow it. What is his channel called? And I'll go check it out. since B-Sox seems to not be doing shit. Alex Cortez, American. Okay. There we go. Twash. All right, here we go. We're going to go over there.
Lived there for years. So like Texas Chainsaw House or something.
All
What's
right.
up, Katrina? B-Sox is disgusting. Oh, thanks, Mace.
He's chilling in his car.
B-Sox will be Franco Bomb in his hands.
See, B-Sox looks older than AOC. AOC looks closer to his biological.
Been out of weed for like all night.
Which I guess by my logic means he's a good person.
Finally.
So I don't know.
Who said they have to knock it down? The state did. It's condemned. So he's mad at the state of Michigan. He should go beat up the state of Michigan.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Somebody made a good point yesterday. It might have even been fucking retarded bullshit. So I don't know. Somebody on it might have been. No, it would have been. He doesn't really make it. No offense. But like he likes being able to just throw his shit everywhere, living in shit and just being a pig. And that's a good point. I kind of agree with that. I think that's true. Like the new house is too nice. It's too new, and he's gonna feel like. Well, he knows he's gonna trash it. He knows he's gonna trash it.
It's not a home until B-Sox has turned it into a shithole.
How long would it take B-Sox to trash it? He's not going to clean anything, so it's just going to move in there and just instantly start degrading. I think that's
Degrade?
But you know the way I'm trying to go for that. It's going to start doing that. Did he change his tank top? I didn't notice.
I want to see AOC become the new Red Bar. Or something.
Yeah, it probably does have asbestos. I don't know. Do they put asbestos in houses? That was like just big. Was that the normal like insulation for houses too? I guess it probably was. I always just heard about it in terms of like buildings, like big office buildings and stuff. But yeah, it's over 100 years old. He's like, my family's had it for 200 years. It's like made out of wood. It wouldn't last.
I don't even think he's in a car. I think he's got a fake screen behind him.
It's a white one today. That ain't gonna stay white very long. It's gonna be booger color by tonight. So yeah, as far as B-Sox, I mean, people giving me a hard time about covering him, and it's like everybody covers him. He's the most interesting, fascinating, like, weird person here. That's what we do here. Right? I love the I don't do drama. All these people trying to be like, I don't do drama. Sam Hill did a very boring psychology stream yesterday.
Sam Hill.
I just heard the end. The conclusion was, I don't need therapy. I guess. But whatever. Like everyone's saying, oh, I'm trying to get away from drama. Like, well, no, you're not. And especially David Walsh saying you're trying to get away from drama. That's all you do. You fucking but man, what a revealing stream yesterday, huh? I hope you know how they came off. It came off like you're a jealous little bitch who is basically like, Lexi, why are you streaming all night with a homeless man, Lexi? Why are you doing that? So that's the basic problem you have. tone of the show. Is you being a whiny little bitch because, you know, a person unconnected to you wants to go help run my channel, do all that shit. It's the classic getting mad at Lexi for being on my show shit. And, you know, it's extremely revealing, David. I hope you realize that. I hope you realize how it came off. You know, you basically came off the way Evil Abe came off that night. First of all, you think there's something going on with me and Lexi. There isn't. But that's the crux of what your issue is. You're a fucking weirdo. And I understand you make fun of a lot of people. You know, you do that. You break balls. I do it too. But you're obsessed with me, and that showed me exactly why. And again, it's totally unfounded.
David Walsh, how do you feel about that?
You're just a paranoid weirdo. There's nothing there. And if there was, like, why would you care anyway? Like, you're just such a fucking, how do I put it? Like, you want to come off like you're this detached, I don't care guy, but you care so much.
Don't we all? That's what
And
I
it's-
do.
I don't know. It was embarrassing. I was like, I was laughing because you're my enemy and like you're making an idiot of yourself, but it was cringy as fuck. It's just like, dude, nobody agrees with you, by the way. Like, I love how you were trying to get Andy to agree with you about all your bullshit, and he didn't agree with you about anything. First of all, me being the cause of her getting doxxed, nobody thinks that. Like, the reason she got doxxed was being on my show, but it's not because I was egging anybody on. It was simply because she was on my show. And like you, apparently, and Abe and all these other weird people, Leno had a weird little crush on her. He doxed her. And he used VSOX. He passed her dox. And this has all been said in Discord to VSOX and Rev, these two little spurgy freaks, who he knew would do his bidding. And that's what happened. So because this fucking black teeth-covered fucking little incel faggot had a crush, that's why that happened. That's not my fault. It's not because I'm making fun of him. I've been making fun of him for a long time. And as far as the rest of them, VSOX, you know, Rev hasn't been doing it lately. But
Walsh
you know,
AMC beef is really bad. That's too bad.
that's what it was. It's what it was from VSOX. Rev
Every
just
time
hates
I make friends with
I don't
people,
think Lexi in particular.
they
It's
end
like,
up
oh, that's,
hating each other.
that's a way to attack.
Not
AOC.
because
But it's not like
it's how the
you're told.
internet goes.
And that narrative is so fucking annoying. And it's just wrong. If you look at the timeline, anybody that's been paying attention, like Andy, like they just know that's not the case. She got doxxed terribly, you know, when all that went down. And then BSOX has been the one continuing to do it. You can be like, oh, he wouldn't do that if I didn't fuck with him. I don't think so. I don't really have to fuck with him. I ignored him for a long time, and he was still obsessed with me, still talking about me all the time. You know, and at the end of the day, I'm not, like I've always said, I'm not going to let somebody do something so gay in order to like dissuade me from doing anything in life. If you can't attack the person themselves, and you know, whatever people associated with them, the classic is like attacking somebody's girlfriend rather than attacking them. Used to happen to me all the time. It should have happened with Sarah, but with Caitlin, it used to happen all the time. Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Caitlin. It's her birthday today.
Are you trying to curse yourself?
You're way too old for me to date now. Congratulations.
Is he Donald Trump? He won't date anybody who's more than half his age.
I don't even want to be in the sun. There's no spots. That's too bright. Look how bright I am. I like it.
Where's he going?
So what was I saying? Oh yeah, David Walsh is a jealous faggot, and he did a whole stream yesterday revealing that. And that's, you know, I could go through all your points and this and that, but I don't need to. Like, you sound like a fucking bitch. Like, don't worry about what other people do. Who cares? If you care, then you care for a reason. And you know, especially you, the detached. Oh, this is all irony. I don't care about this place, guy. You made a real fucking idiot of yourself, and you know, I hope you realize that. I will address one thing you said, and you keep saying over and over and over again, that I beat up a girl. No, I didn't. you fucking liar. And you know I didn't. You've heard me tell that story many, many times. You've heard Caitlin tell that story when she revealed that shit. That's not what happened at all. I was beating up a guy, and the girl grabbed my hand that I was punching him with, and I went like that. I gave it like she's pulling on it this way, and I just let her have it. You know when someone's pulling on your arm and you're resisting at first, but then you just let go, and they go flying? That's what happened. So that's not beating up a girl. And she didn't, she bumped into a wall briefly. She just used it to charge me. She wanted it. Then dropped the charges like a month later. So hence there's no criminal record for me of any kind. I admitted I got jealous when Lexi Sam started working. You do, I done it. Did he admit that? I don't know. Here's the bottom line. You should be able to do things like do these whatever, like Lexi and I are doing this channel together. You should be able to do that if you're a guy and a girl without people, taking it to that place. Because there's never been any flirting or anything. There's never been that appearance. I don't know where people get that from, other than the fact that, we're the opposite sex. That's it. So I don't know.
That's just where people.
It certainly caused a lot of problems, though. You did it live with me on my panel? Did you? I don't remember. There's so many crazy B-Sox moments. I just can't keep track of them all. But yeah, so if there was anything out there, you would have found it. My name's been out there forever. I have no criminal record, really, because everything I've ever been involved in was a misdemeanor that got expunged after. I got arrested for pot twice. I got arrested for that thing, but the charges got dropped. And I got arrested for two times where I got caught fighting in public. It wasn't assault. It wasn't like, it was the most minor thing you can get for any kind of like fight. It's like where you both agree to fight and you're fighting in public. That's all I've ever been charged with. Anybody can look me up. Brett Jason Peel. 11/24/76. Look me up. What's up, Charlotte? I gotta wear a hood. I cut my hair too short. I'm kind of self-conscious about it. No, of course he didn't have a 100,000 sub channel. Nobody believes that. I mean, if he did, he would have. How would he get a 100,000 sub channel? How would anybody be that interested in him? I mean, for like lolcow purposes, he's at his max, about 500. He's nowhere near as interesting as a King Cobra or something like that. It's interesting.
He's been very candid, and we'll talk about his personal life. You talk about AOC?
Obviously, he's full of shit about the 100,000K sub channel. He's full of shit about everything. I mean, he doesn't own the land, all that. I don't even want to go into B-Sox because who cares? And I kind of feel like, man, I don't know if you saw his stream last night. I took a peek at it, but he was talking about, I'm going on vacation to Mexico. Like, you know how he keeps playing that song? I played it at the beginning of my stream the other day, the B-Sox stream, the Mexican Skies song. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to be, on Wednesday, I'm going to be with a margarita, and you guys aren't going to see me anymore, and this and that. So he's like in this weird, really delusional place. I mean, he's always been really delusional, but it's like next level now. It's like he's living in that song. Like, he's listened to that song so many times that it's permeated him, and he is the, he's living in it. He's going to go to the Mexican Skies. He nonchalantly got all those subs. Nonchalant vlog. Yeah, I don't understand this nonchalant reference. That was before I came back. People always say that. Did not Lay Geno pass away Thursday evening? If he did, what do you think he would have died from? Let's guess. Loneliness?
Are you going out?
He might have got that thing that you get when a cat scratches you. What is that called? I forget, but there's this one thing you get when a cat scratches you, and he probably got that because he murdered his cat.
Yeah.
What's his cat's name?
It's the one thing
Bella.
that has that in
He
the.
murdered Bella by pulling its hair out slowly until it died. He could have a heart attack. He's pretty fat. He's a little fucking short guy.
Yeah, what is it?
And he eats like shit. Would anybody actually feel bad if Leigh Jeno died? Like, who would you feel bad about that you don't really like? Like, I wouldn't feel bad about Leigh Jeno. I think that was hilarious. I feel bad about B-Sox. I don't know why. He's an evil prick, but I would feel bad if he died. Not Leigh Jeno done that. I would just laugh about that. Because I feel like people are either neutral, a net negative, or a net positive in the world. And if you're a net negative, then unless I know you personally, then, you know, it's better that you're not here, in my opinion. Choked on a cheap burger. All I've ever seen him eating was terrible. It was like, it's always fried food or like pizza, or it's like, who eats like that in their fucking mid-40s? Like, are you crazy? Eat like a fucking college kid trying to survive in a dorm on, I don't know, $10 a day or something. So just get the shittiest, disgusting, unhealthiest food. Everyone jelly because you got so much money. He lost $900. Did you hear that? Imagine losing $900 just because you're a drunken retard and for some reason you get all your money in cash. Like, you know, he doesn't get paid. Well, he probably does get paid in cash for some of those construction jobs, but I feel like he goes to the bank and withdraws cash. Like, he gets his, never mind. I was thinking of a normal person with direct deposit and all that kind of shit. But yeah, he probably does get paid in cash because he doesn't really work. So it probably is just like, you know, odd jobs essentially. Under the table, Mexican pay. Yeah, I eat cheap. You can eat healthy cheap. I mean, people talk shit about my oats. Good Lord. That's about $12 for about 2,000 calories, and it's really good quality calories. And that's 2/3 of my calories for the day. You know? It's healthy as fuck. You can't use the I'm poor as an excuse to just be a big fat, disgusting, artery clogged piece of shit, in my opinion. Oh, did you guys watch? We looked at the channel that B-Sox finds his Asians at. It's crazy. Yeah. It reminds me of one of those like cattle auctions where the cows are just all in a pen and they got numbers on them, and there's like these cowboys sitting on the edge like, I'll give you this for that, you know. It's like that, except they're Asian bitches. And they just stand there with numbers and they dance, like sort of dance and drink. And they take fake shots. They take shots of clear liquid and then I just took a shot, fake faces. B-Sox got heckled yesterday while he was watching street racing. They said, fuck you, bitch, and B-Sox threatened to fuck him up on the street. I was watching that. Did he hide that one? That was a weird one that was like it was like a short, it was in the, at least on your phone, like when you opened it up, it opened with that weird like short, YouTube Shorts graphic, or what do you call it, user interface display. So I couldn't find it on his channel. I don't know if it's like a regular video. I don't get the attraction to those chicks. Tasty traps that drop tasty crabs. Those aren't chicks. Yeah, but I mean the ones that we were looking for dicks. That was what we were doing. We're like looking for bulges. And a couple of them had them, but I think most of them were just like poor, like farm girls with no teeth. And I was wondering, like, it just made me think about Sam Hill. I know it was a B-Sox thing, but I was like, is that what Sam Hill did too? Were they all in a pen, like Did you pick your wife out of a pen with a number on her? Oh yeah, he claims to be 5'10". So that brings up the I'm doxing B-Sox according to David Walsh by showing his mugshot. Retard. First of all it says is his height and his fucking name that he says all the time. And as far as like the doxing of the like showing the kid and all that stuff, B-Sox people like to rewrite it. Well, not people. Retard David Walsh likes to rewrite history and act like he doesn't know. But B-Sox was denying forever that he, first of all, had an ex-black baby mama and that he had a kid. He was denying that for a long time. The investigative team had found him. They'd been saying that for a while, and then the documentation came out, and I showed it. Whatever. You want to call that doxing, go ahead. I don't give a fuck. But that wasn't the purpose of it, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure we blacked out the kid's name anyway. Maybe not. Maybe I just went quickly, but who cares? Like, fucking pearl-clutching faggots. The mugshot is public. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's acting like you say anything about the kid to, like, prove his bullshit lies. Like, he doesn't have a kid. And now he's been revealed to have a kid, and he said the kid shouldn't exist because he's black. Yeah, he wishes he didn't exist. His own kid. Which is really gross. Let's be real. It's kind of funny to be like, whatever. It's to say nigger or this and that in a joking way. Like, just to be edgy, whatever. But to actually be that racist where you're like, your own kid shouldn't exist because he's black, like, that's really fucked up. I've never experienced that before. Like, I've never been around somebody that would think that way. I don't know. To me, that seems like especially psychotic and uncommon.
He's saying, like, look, I'm a racist, but I'm not like a real racist.
I spend that on my lunch.
I'm a racist, like a fun racist.
Yeah, well, they are. I bet his whole family is racist. Katrina says. Well, apparently, I just saw a comment true, but somebody said that his dad said it's good that he signed away his rights to the kid also. So yeah. I mean, I'm sure they are. The fucking rednecks from Michigan. Most people are fucking racist. Let's be honest. I mean, at least a little bit. You should try not to be, though. It is a stupid way to be. Like, at the end of the day, like, I know, well, what a great point I'm making. But to, like, legitimately not like somebody because of their race is fucking retarded. To have a big problem with, like, BLM and the politics and all that, sure, absolutely. I have a huge problem. But to actually, like, just, not like people because of their race is very retarded. And
look at that woke take from AOC.
Like, if you make it to adulthood legitimately thinking that, you're not very good at observing the world, learning, evolving.
Who would have thought?
I mean, it is a bad thing. Also, his dad would pay the kids everything. Yeah, the child's definitely better off away from B-Sox. I wonder what prompted it in the first place, because it was the grandma that they signed him over to. Like, could you imagine B-Sox trying to deal with a crying baby? Like, I bet you he did something. I don't know, but I bet he did. I bet it had to do with him, not the mom. She was a stripper. She probably had drug problem. I think they all had like meth issues. But yeah, I wouldn't doubt it was because of the kid's safety. His own Ling Ling. Isn't Ling Ling a panda? I want to see the B-Sox getting heckled thing. It sounds funny as fuck. Hey, I don't know why I'm talking about B-Sox. It's supposed to be pointing out what a faggot David Walsh is. But I think I've already done. I think I said what I had to say. Like the main point is like you come off like a jealous bitch. Plain and simple. You're not seeing yourself. You're thinking you're this cool, detached guy. No, you're very emotional and invested, and it's really weird. And pretty much everything you said about me, you take something like you could smash me for the story about me, getting arrested for that when I was a kid. Like the story itself is embarrassing enough. It's like I didn't put it out there. Fucking Caitlin did, but she's trying to trash me. I had to address it. But you do what you always do, Dave. You always take it and like make it your own stupid fake version, and then it's like, first of all, it just adds to you being this fake sticky guy in general that nobody should take seriously.
He's
But
anti-shtick.
like, why would you do that? Like, it's not like I don't have to be like, I don't have to exaggerate your situation. Your situation, and he said this yesterday. He's like, oh, I would have every now and then the kid would be in the background, or the wife voice would be in the background. Nuh-uh. Bullshit. Fucking when she was gone for like the long period of time where he was fighting with Rostog like 2 years ago, he had the kid. She didn't take the kid. He had the kid. And he's the only one that had the kid. And he was taking care of the kid the whole time next to him on the couch. Sometimes you would see the kid. Most of the time he tried to keep him out of the shot, but he was right next to him. You could hear the kid the whole fucking time. That's such bullshit, such a lie. And then he would constantly have the chick in the background. Like you would hear her in the background. And she hasn't been there for months. And you see him sitting in his fucking house yesterday at 1 p.m. on a Saturday. This empty, quiet house that's you supposedly have a family and a chick. Like, dude, you're a retard if you think you're fooling anybody. And yeah, put your bitch on the phone. It's very easy to just have their voice in the background when you fucking have a combo. Not even to say 2 words to them. And you can't. And him saying like, oh, why should I do that to prove to this? He tried to prove it to me once. He goes, what if I put a video up tomorrow of me talking to my chick? And he clearly had like a kid exchange or whatever, had to go see the chick for some reason, which if you have kids with them, you're going to do. But he was willing to prove it then, but now all of a sudden he's not. No, when he's in the house where she should be, he's not willing to prove it. So you're not fooling anybody, Dave. She left you because you're a fucking fat alcoholic. If you do have a job, it's a shitty job. Like you're embarrassed to say what it is. I don't think it worked, but if you do, it's some scumbag shit. And on that note, like on the money note, what the fuck is wrong with you telling Foreman he owes you any money for you taking him out? Your whole thing was like, I'm taking Foreman out. I'm showing Foreman a good time. You don't have to pay for anything. And then months later, you're like, you owe me several $100s. Like, what a cheap fucking loser you are. Like, at least for like the sake of how you look on he. Up to $500 so you don't look like a fucking bomb. But I hope he never pays you. Jeremy, don't pay him. He fucking said he was taking you out.
They hung me out.
How embarrassing. Why would you do that? Just show everybody how poor you are. This isn't going to be a long stream. I have a shit to do. Oh, here he is. Let me see. Why did you pop in there, David Walsh? Are you just going to say I live in a hotel? Talking kids again. Yeah. I'm talking about how your kids don't live with you anymore. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about your kids specifically, other than they're not around you. So I love that. I love that defense to try to get you off anything embarrassing to do with your kids. Hey, don't talk about kids, period. I'm not talking about kids. I'm talking about your lack of kids around you when supposedly they live with you. Who's this channel name? Channel 9 came in taking shots at Russell Cook, and now me, like, you had, me is not weird, but anybody taking shots at Russell Cook, something wrong with you. Like, who's an enemy of Russell Cook? Sir, you're in a hotel. David, why don't you address anything I said? I'm 46. Abortion man obsessed with kids. Okay, how about this? Forget the kids. Put your bitch on the phone. How about that? Just put a girl in the background and don't be like, oh, I'll put her up this week in 3 days. Okay. How about you put her up like anytime I ask you because she supposedly lives with you? And why can't you just say she left you, dude? Like, don't you think? I can tell you this, like when I said when Sarah left me, I got a lot more opportunities here. Like, you know, people are like, oh, you see, you know, that I probably won't happen with you because you got tits and all, but it might. It doesn't do you any good to pretend you have a chick when you don't. You clearly don't. You just look like an idiot.
Going on the attack.
I mean, I don't know. It was yesterday. You were streaming at about like noon my time, so was that like 2-3 p.m. your time on a Saturday? When you supposedly have young children, like under 5 children, what the fuck are they doing? Are they out like at their hockey game in the middle of a Saturday? No, they're too young. Like they should be there, and they're not. So, and it's I could name all the different times you can that kind of weird house with like grandma lamps and shit, the fucking old dingy couch. It doesn't look like a place that's yours. It looks like a place you live in that somebody else lived in there and already had their furniture, like some kind of older relatives of you or your ex-chick, or I don't know. It's just a weird, it's like that's a weird lamp to buy for 2 30-somethings.
Now
Am I wrong?
Now he's attacking the man's life.
You're obsessed with my living situation. And David, what's your go-to thing to attack me usually? Well, hotel lately, but the go-to thing is Sarah broke up with you, right? And the reason you know all that, I mean, I would have had to tell you we broke up. Obviously, she wouldn't have been around, but I gave you all the details, like all the embarrassing shit. You know, not all the details, but like most of it. I gave you the overview. I didn't try to sugarcoat it. I definitely didn't try to make myself look cool. Like, you're obsessed with my living situation. And more than that, you're also obsessed with who I do streams with for some reason. What's that all about, David? Why do you care so much if Lexi streams with me? Because you know how that looks, right? You know how it comes off to everybody else? I have furniture. It's just in a storage locker. My couch is better than your couch. You want to have a couch off, bitch? We'll have a shirt off. We'll have a couch off. I've seen your fucking curb couch. My famous green couch is better than that, and it's in my storage locker, ready for my spanking brand new apartment when I get it. That'll show you. No, see, that's a cope. No, you're bitter. I teach you to do better. No, David. You did a whole stream yesterday crying about Lexi, titling it something you thought would be like minorly offensive. Obviously, it's not. It's a joke. She has an account with that name, and she's obviously not fat. But you did a butthurt stream about Lexi yesterday just because she streams it. Like, what do you care? You fucking weirdo. You sounded like Evil Abe. You legitimately sounded like that. Like a jealous bitch. But nothing to be jealous about, by the way. Say that a million times. But that's how it comes off. I can't think of any other reason, David Walsh, other than that, for you to get so upset about that situation. Well, it's not an expensive couch. It's just better than fucking David Walsh's mustard yellow 70s couch that he found on the curb. Looks like all the furniture is like that, but I don't think that's the case. I think like I said, I think you moved into like your grandmama's house when she died or something, or I don't know. It's some kind of white trash living arrangement. It's not your own place. If it was, you would have like normal, more modern. Your furniture would be like from IKEA or something. You know, it would just be normal. YouTube is a joke. You actually care. I love that. I love the detached, I don't care guy who streams almost as much as me, is in every chat, knows everything that's going on. At least was very involved in the Discord shit when I was in there like months ago. Yeah, I'm the one that cares. Like, yeah, I don't claim to not give a shit about YouTube. I'm not obsessed with it. But I definitely don't care about it more than you, David. You fucking idiot. Jar of Farts is a pretty good song. I didn't brag about a couch in storage. You just said I had no furniture. I said I do have my furniture. It's in storage. And if you want to have a couch off, we'll have it right after we have our shirt off, which I haven't forgotten about, David. We're doing that on October 3rd, which is very soon.
Wow. Oh,
It's the 24th. That's on 9 days. Should I go fight Foreman just for the hell of it? Just go box him? The problem with that is I'd have to buy gloves that I would just use one time. I don't know how much gloves cost, but I imagine a nice pair of like, proper Everlast gloves. They're probably at least $100. They shouldn't be. It's just fucking pillows, some stuffing and some leather. But yeah, they're probably at least $100. I should fight you, IRL? Do you want to fight me, David? Are you mad enough that you want to fight me? Hey, David, how much do you weigh? I weigh 180. How much do you weigh? We'll see if we can like get to a weight where we could fight.
Oh, AOC's backing out.
Fight me. David, if I did fight you, all I would have to do is avoid you for about 5 seconds and then just push you over when you're sitting there panting from throwing punches for 2 seconds. You're so out of shape. You're such a fat bomb. You smoke cigarettes all day long. You fucking drink beer all day long. You don't exercise. Do you have a lot more weight? Could you if you got a hold of me, yeah, I'd be in trouble. But if I avoided you for like 5 seconds, I would just have to push you over like a weeble because you're fucking out of breath. Let's fight then. We'll see how mad he is. How much do you weigh? Because my estimate, you're 6'4". I've seen your belly. My estimate is at least 260, which would be 80 pounds heavier than me. So if you can get down to like a reasonable weight, I'll fight you. How about that? Let's say 190. I'll go up 10. You can come down 70. Did you ban somebody? I can't see his channel name, David Walsh. Yeah, stop. Starlight, come on, please. Why do I always have to fucking separate you two like you're children fighting in a kindergarten? Turd, I'll give you a wrench when I thought you were Pepe. Pepe is the other guy. Okay, I'll give you a wrench. I can't do it right now because I'm in stream notes. See what you make me do, Charlotte? You make me wrench a guy called Turd Ferguson.
Oh. I don't know.
Well, he was talking all his shit when he happened to be anorexic and had a head injury. I mean,
it kind of seems like Alex.
I wouldn't fight Foreman because I like Foreman, and I don't fight people I don't want to actually hurt because I don't want to hurt somebody that I like. But would I box with him just fucking around? Sure, we could do that. I'd still fucking hurt him though. You still get your nose broken, still get fucked up. You're just less likely to get cut. Yeah, I would beat the shit out of Foreman. David Walsh, if it came down to it, you and everybody here knows I would beat the fuck out of Foreman. Doesn't matter how long he trains. I train too. I've always trained. Look at me. Look at his shoulders. Fuck you up.
Okay. All right.
But Foreman is roughly my size, David. It's still like me fighting somebody my size. You want to fight me when I'm like, what, 80 pounds lighter than you fat fuck? Anyway, if it motivates you to get in shape, I'll do it. There you go. Get down to 190 and I'll fight you. How about that? Probably not a panel because I can't do this for very long. This is basically to address this retard David Walsh and his slanderous lies. And you know what? I would have been doing it from your chat if you didn't block me like a bitch. I didn't try to come on your StreamYards, but I'm pretty sure you blocked me from StreamYards last time. So I didn't even try. But you know, I had to point out your motivation for doing that, which is some weird thing you got. I don't know. Everybody crushes on that girl. I don't blame you. It's like, shit. How many people have acted spurgy about her because of an obvious crush? But I don't know, David. I didn't really know that about you until yesterday. I mean, I guess I suspected it, but on full display yesterday, you made an idiot of yourself. I hope you know that. I know, Charlotte. I know why you did it. Just please don't. Can you not talk about kids also, turd? Just so she doesn't.
Oh boy.
I'll be addressing you today. Fight me. Oh yeah, you're gonna call me out that David Walsh wants to fight Alex Stream. Listen, David, you're twice my size. You got to come way down if you want to fight me.
I don't know. It sounds like he's afraid.
You fighting me would be like me fighting like Rev, maybe. No, that's not. Maybe like me fighting. I don't know. Fighting somebody like 150 pounds. You know, somebody 30 pounds lighter than me. Whatever. You're very mad. There's no excuses. It's the truth. Like I said, I'll fight you. Come down to my weight. Can you do that? Can you get, okay, how about this? 200. Can you get to 200? I could probably get up to 200. Kind of chubby 200. 20 pounds. I don't know. It'd take a while. It'd take like 6 months. Like you and head injury Foreman. Listen, if Foreman was still talking shit to me right now, I'd still want to fight him right now. But I like Foreman. Foreman's a likable guy at the end of the day. Like he's a shit talker and he knows how to get under your skin. And I would have kicked the shit out of him when I was raging at him. Like that was legit. I was fucking ready to murder him. But you know, shit changes. And but hey, like I said, if he wants to do a boxing match, something where I'm not gonna fucking knock his teeth out or anything, wear some mouth guards and gloves. We could do that. It's expensive having to buy the gloves for one use. I guess you know what, he should buy them and like because he's got a brother, he should just buy the gloves and just keep them for him and his brother to fuck around with afterwards. But it'd be a lot funnier than like half the shit he wants to do. He wanted to take me to he wanted to go to a Seahawks game the other day. Was he offering to fucking, did he have a ticket? I didn't even ask him. I should have asked him. You know what, Foreman, if you're listening to this, if you do actually have tickets, I would do that now that I think about it. I've never been to an NFL game. That'd be very generous of you, though. I feel like too indebted. For the fucking Seahawks ticket, that's worth like, I don't know, a lot. $150, something like that. No one will fight Jackson. Well, I mean, would John Jones fight Conor McGregor? Honestly. Like, David, it's not my fault you're fucking... If you were like the weight you're supposed to be, you'd be 200 pounds. You would just be taller than me. You know. You still have a good advantage. I mean, 3 inches is a pretty good advantage as far as height goes, as far as reach. But, I don't know. 60, 80 pounds heavier, you're retarded. Why are you so mad that you want to fight me all of a sudden, though? That's new. Must have got upset about something. October 3rd is your birthday? How old are you going to be, EFD? I mentioned her. Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, but that one involves, if you could just avoid that one, or at least avoid that part of it. I don't know. I'd like to have a like, I like to let everybody hang out here. And Charlotte's my buddy. We chat and stuff. But I like Turd. He's a very loyal guy. He's always here. Don't involve me in your shit. 27, huh? You would fight David Walsh or me? What's computer shop look like? Is he big? Are you a big dude? I love how that's become the de facto now. I feel like me and Foreman made that the thing. Like, you just have to fight now. I mean, people talked about it before, like back in the day, fucking Sanzi was going to fight Jim Hernam. Like the OGs actually did that. But Ava likes you, but who are you talking to? I didn't mean to highlight that comment. I'm just trying to scroll. Who did Ava like? Ava like Jackson? Really? Ava the G? David, you and I aren't the same. You only want to fight smaller people. I did say that. Foreman's the same size as me. Well, he said he was 196.1. I'm 186.1. You want me to prove it? I might be less than that, actually. Maybe a quarter. Maybe I'll go weigh myself. You're not my size. You're way bigger than me. But like I said, that's because you're an obese fuck. If you go look up the chart, if you were like what you're supposed to be at 6'4", you'd be like 200 pounds. And at 6'1", I'd be 180, which is what I am. Perfect height, perfect weight, perfect teeth. Why do you guys hate each other so much, though, Turd and Charlotte? It's fucking crazy. Like, you guys hate each other. Every woman likes me. They do, Jackson. They do like you. And you could beat everyone up.
The Jackson.
All those things are true. Look how mad he is. You triggered, bro. Fight me, bro. Caps. I win. Is Richard Murdoch the guy that killed the kid? Or is that a different one? They did the documentary about. He got upset because I stuck up for Nap. Nap Dose?
Oh, let's see what. Let's take a break for a minute and see what Beast.
I didn't know Nap Dose was controversial. I've never known anybody to have a problem with him.
Let's see what B-Sock.
No, I did a flex. I did a gun show with B-Sox the other day. I won. Everyone's like, he's got fat. I actually have muscle. You can see my muscle, like all of it, like the way you're supposed to.
All right, I'm gonna switch over to B-Sox, and we're gonna see what he's doing. All right. Here he is.
Her arms were cut off. Her legs were cut off. Her ears were cut off. Her tongue was cut off. Her nose was cut off.
Okay. Doesn't seem like much is happening.
Let's say, oh, holy cow! Woo! Okay. It's orange. Let's say, oh, holy cow! Woo! Okay. What do you like about Jordan? What do you like about Jordan?
All right, B-Sox. Let's go back to AOC.
I just don't wrench most guys. I mean, some of them wrenched, but you pretty much have to be a good-looking girl to get wrenched. That used to be my rule, and like Russell Cook was like my only guy mod forever. Now it's a bit different. Brett, I told you about the midget.
You hear that, Russell? He's saying you're a pretty lady.
B-Sox? Yeah, I'm just saying, don't time them out. You know why, Charlotte? Because it gets rid of their chats, and it fucks my chat up, too. It's like, I don't like timeouts. I don't like how it erases them from the history. I definitely don't like when people hide people. Women mods are not fit for the job. That's very sexist, sir. You know, they do seem to be the ones that I have to take the wrench away from more. That is true. No, I'm kidding. Just listen. I don't care. Stop messaging me about it. Jesus Christ. Don't involve me. Fucking hell. Maybe I was going to take away everybody's wrench or give everybody a wrench. But then it would be the Wild West because I don't leave StreamYards unless I'm on my computer. Alex, do you prefer the PGA or LIV Golf Tour? What's your preference? Do you mean the LPGA? I prefer the guys. I don't watch golf, but if I did, I would watch guys play it because it's a sport. Yeah, I honestly don't watch golf ever. I've never played golf. I really like it on the. I used to like Tiger Woods golf on the. What was it? Probably the Xbox, the first Xbox back in the day. That was fun. It's fun for video games, but I don't know. Most of my life, I've lived like a black person. Most of my adult life, I lived in Jersey City, New Jersey, and we did happen to have an ice rink there, so I did play hockey there. But for the most, like if you grew up there, you didn't play hockey. You were a wigger. You're like David Walsh. You speak black with a black scent, even if you're white. And every now and then you could talk like church folk, but that's not your natural way of speaking. You're putting that on. I was gonna play the video. David Walsh did this video where he drives around and he's talking to this like hermaphrodite person who's black, and the hermaphrodite goes, "Talk white." He's like, "Talk white? What do you mean? What you mean talk white?" She's like, "Talk white." She's calling him out on being a wigger. And then later on in the video, he goes back to this guy Dave, who's his like homeless friend, and Dave's like this old white guy, like middle-aged white guy, like homeless guy, you know. It's like a typical whatever middle-aged white homeless guy you would expect. And Walsh is like with the black scent, but then he can speak white, aka church folk. So that was the clever beef, like with my hood on for a month straight while my hair grows back, or do I have to go buy like a few hats? Because I don't want to have to buy hats, and I don't want to get made fun of either. You know, I go through the block list quite often because I don't trust my mods. So most people that are blocked or should be blocked, they're mostly fucking Mashley, let's be honest. Oh, by the way, Mashley, are you watching this? You probably are. You tried to break into fucking my old ass Facebook. I saw that. I got the notification about it. This bitch, the same day she was flagging all my videos that had anything to do with her, for like privacy complaints. 2011. This bitch somehow found it. Like how you could find that account, like how long it would take to search. Because there's two famous, like minor celebrity Brett Peels. There's a Premier League soccer player in England called Brett Peel, and there's a baseball coach at Mizzou who's a really good college baseball player called Brett Peel. And you know, they're not like famous fans, but they have like a lot of social media and stuff because of their, you know, job, their what they do. So to wade through all the Brett Peels and to find the 2011 one, like fucking on Facebook, would have taken some time. That bitch is scary. We need an AOC Troon arc. I have no. That would never happen. Like. You like say like Blair White or I don't know, just Blair White, right? She passes. You wouldn't know. You really wouldn't know unless you were told. Like say I was hanging out with that person for like all night, right? And you know, had that thing where you're like attracted to them, you feel that, but then you find out. Then it's like instantly all that would just be like gone, you know. It's like even if they tricked you because they are that passable, once they reveal it, it's like it's a dude. It doesn't matter. Like just because previously you were like, oh, that's a chick, and in your head that's a chick, and you built that up. Once they reveal it, it's like, you know. So I don't know how people are just like, you know, they look pretty good. Like, no offense for them, actually, but like they look pretty good. They would pass. It's like, it doesn't matter. There's still a guy under that, and they still don't have the right parts to fuck around with. Like, we're just gonna get a blowjob, and then you're getting a blowjob from a guy. It's fucking gross. Anyway,
That's some.
I feel like there's a lot of true acceptance. All of a sudden, like Horm actually is kind of a, but he's very just like, yeah. Tasty traps. The other thing he says that's really fucked up is he goes, I want to be the last guy at the gangbang. That's how perverted I am. I want to be the last guy at the gangbang. What the fuck? I don't know if that's Well, what's gayer? I don't know. They're both kind of gay if you think about it. I have my hair. I cut it too short, so I cut my own hair. And I used normally it was like too long, so I was like, okay, so I can either use the scissors, which is hard to get it right, it takes forever, or I could just use the clippers on a number 8, which is what I did. And I was like, that's way shorter than I thought it was. But I did a search on Amazon for like big clippers. So apparently they make them. They don't come with the like when you buy the clippers, they go 1 through 8, which is 8 is an inch, 8/8 of an inch. So it's like a number 3 is 3/8 of an inch, and number 5 is 5/8 of an inch, etc. So there are bigger ones on Amazon. So that's what I'm going to do next time. Just so I can order like 2-inch clippers and then just do my top of my head with those. Not have to use scissors. Anyway, I'm going to have a good 3 weeks. Your hair grows 1/2 inch a month. So I need about 1/2 inch before I'm going to be back to my old normal self. Show hair? No. Shut up. You show hair. You're looking like E.T. when he was on the bank. Yeah, that was a great hoodie, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't want to wear hats anymore because I kind of believe the old. So you remember that show? It wasn't MythBusters. There was a show kind of like MythBusters on MTV. I forget what it's called. It was that kind of thing. Like they take like urban legends or like old wives' tales, whatever you would call the thing where you say if you wear a hat, it causes you to go bald. And they did this whole analysis of it. I don't know exactly how, but they came to the conclusion that that's not true. But I don't really believe it. So I'm not going to start wearing hats again. Like not baseball hats anyway, little tight ones. So you're going to see me all hooded up like this, like a Jawa. I mean, as a troll, just lean into it, but wear a thick beard with it. You want me to be a troon? Oh, you want me to be a troon? I thought you wanted me to fuck troons. Dude, do you want to see me? I don't think I can. Well, at least with that app, I am, because it couldn't get rid of my beard for some reason. So I was a bearded, like, I look like a Kardashian with a beard. Well, like a Kardashian, because they have beards. Get it? Because they're hairy fucking whatever they are. Put your finger on the phone. I'm not. I said come down to my weight, fat boy. Why are you scared to lose weight? Pussy. For those who showed up late, David Walsh is triggered because I pointed out his weird stream yesterday. Well, just rewind it. I don't want to say it too much. It's uncomfortable. It really is. But that's the reason, David. Fucking weirdo. But yeah, you'd be easy to knock out, David. You're just a big lunkhead. I just got to avoid your fucking goofy overhand rights, your goofy fucking windmill punches. Just avoid you. Yeah, he's going live. He's going to call me out to fight me. He's so angry. Triggered. Get down to 200 pounds. A hole for I was talking about how he beat the shit out of Joey, his Mexican friend. He was laughing about it. He was like, he was like, was like, he got the shit beat out of him. He did that kind of thing. It was pretty evil.
All right. See,
Jesus Christ.
let's switch it over.
Charlotte, I have
Let's switch it over to something else. All right. This is the podcast.
Welcome to Los Adam Friedland show. They don't really have in Chinese. There's not like
they can say it. They can't say Jordan.
no, but they don't have like the Adam Friedland show would just be Adam Friedland show.
Yeah,
I think.
maybe the at the end. Adam Friedland, show that.
I'm
No.
assuming. No, it would have to be you would have to say Adam Friedland show.
All right. So this is the new show.
Like spiritual original dragon.
Yeah.
Question? This other language is constructed. Good afternoon, folks. It is September. It is Wednesday, September 13th. This week we got to do this one a week in advance because.
So this is the
I will be
replacement
out
for
of
the Adam
town.
Freeland show.
And Adam is out of town as well. Adam is in Greece, which where the fuck is the god fucking timer on this fucking thing? I swear to God.
Are you interested in starting your own?
Just no.
But all people do is tell you to go to Fiverr and Upwork and hire people to make rain sound videos, motivation videos, and all this other useless crap that just doesn't work. And all you want is someone to level with you and show you exactly what you actually need to do to build a highly profitable faceless YouTube channel that runs on autopilot. If that's you, you're going to want
Just go to open your alarm, and then you'll accidentally open the timer every time.
Yeah, I know. That's what I do. It's always I always go to the stopwatches I need, but I go to the countdown timer by accident.
Every time I do it on stage every time too. I've handed my phone to audiences and be like,
The
"This
clock
week."
one says S, one says it. Yeah, I'm supposed to know the different types of clocks.
What do you got? That was not a burp. That's not a burp.
Yeah, no, my gastric system is.
Are you still vegan?
She do it? No, I quit that.
Really?
Yeah, because I was like,
Dying?
yes,
You were perishing.
yeah. Anyways, yeah, no, I'll do it. I'll switch back to that when I get cancer,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna be one of the guys that's like, no, there's a fruit in Vietnam.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna eat that.
You're gonna climb to the
I'm
top.
gonna beat this thing by eating bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should be eating more bugs.
I've been jamming incense into my nose and eating bugs. That's how I'm gonna beat- that's how I'm gonna beat cancer, by pretending to be in. That was like the move in the 70s. It was like, you got cancer, you went to the doctor. In the 70s, it was like, well, I'll cut you open and just rip it out.
Or you can eat rocks.
Yeah.
The rest of your
Or you can do cultural appropriation.
Yeah,
That's the other one.
yeah.
You can pretend to be an Indian, and that might work. Speaking of cultural appropriation, Mexico doing a little bit of their own cultural appropriation this week
They're tired of being called aliens.
by getting into UFO stuff.
I heard a Mexican guy on the train just now, and last night I heard like a African guy, like he was like, and he was talking so loud, and I kept looking up for my book and just being like, why is your, and he would look at me kind of like, what are you looking at? And I was like, is that just what, like if English just sounds like this, like a normal vocal cord range, is African and Mexican? He was like, and I was like, do you just have to, like, if he was speaking in a whisper, would it just become a different language?
Well, I would imagine Africa is very loud. So
He would-
develop
The guy he's talking to, like, has his like ears are going back with the frequency of this man's voice. He's like, oh,
Oh, they were talking to each other.
yeah,
Not
but
even
one
in
guy
the
was
same
quiet
word,
and
it
he
was
wasn't
going
African.
boomba, boomba, boomba.
Yeah, one guy was like, yeah, I hear what you're saying. And the other guy was like, "Mommy, mommy," and it was like crazy. I mean, it was
Yeah.
so, and Mexicans too.
Yeah.
I've had them on job sites, and I'm like, the homeowners here, if you could just, and they're like, oh, okay,
Oh, they're loud.
really loud.
Are Guatemalans quiet?
I've never talked to them. I'm not allowed.
Not allowed, you say. Anyways, so yeah, you've already you've done not necessarily a deep dive, but you've looked into this this little alien, this Mexican alien.
This little fucker.
I said that. Well, that's what I love about it is that it's a Mexican version of an alien. That they have an alien, and it's like if you imagine light years away, that there's alien America, and there's a Mexico, alien Mexico. Like they somehow found Mexico. It's a little guy.
He's little.
He's got
Harry
a suit.
texted it to me this morning. You've met Harry.
He's got a Spider-Man backpack from Kmart.
Yeah.
Filled with Milwaukee.
He's a kid that's as tall as him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harry texted me and said they uncovered two little fuckers, and I was like,
Mhm.
what? And then I saw the picture. It has to be fake. They look like little sculptures, but
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I
like,
would do that if I was Mexico. If everybody was like, "You're aliens, you're aliens," I'd
it's
be
some
like,
kind
"No
of
kidding."
fossilized thing, but like,
I think they made it recently and they gave it a shroud because all of the stuff I've read, there's nobody being like, we dated the skin
I briefly read that they did do radiocarbon.
This is the future.
and it went back 1,000. But what if that's just
Streaming.
what little Mexicans look like?
I don't think.
I was saying it was a baby, and then somebody's like, it's pregnant.
Well, I would assume that it's just a doll or a sculpture or something that was made out of some kind of
Old stuff.
material that like I don't know. I mean, I would imagine when things are fossilized, it loses some of its everything kind of turns to like ash or dirt anyway.
Yeah.
How do you know? Like, it's probably just a doll, and then
Yeah.
like I think Occam's razor here.
Okay.
It's definitely not a 1,700 years ago.
Who looks like every alien we've always.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And has obvious little like sculpture. Like anybody who plays with Sculpey for 5 minutes makes that thing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that would be fucked up. It would be weird if in our lifetime, that like
Sculpey.
like there's just aliens and they are like they were in the movies, and that's all.
That's
real.
why they.
Yeah, and then also like science does the things that are supposed to be impossible. Because it must have been crazy if you like grew up. If you were like 40 years old in like 1905 or whenever the Wright brothers made that stupid fucking plane,
Yeah.
you know, if you were like 40 and you're like, what do you mean we can fly?
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Well, that's how I feel about the watch. When I was little, I had a pretend an imaginary computer watch that I would hit and be like beep 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 boop boop.
Yeah.
And now it just is something that we have.
Right. I remember as a kid, they would say that they're like, eventually computers are going to be so small you can wear one as a watch. And I
Yeah.
just imagine like a desktop computer.
Me desktop.
It's like a tiny.
They should
keyboard
make that.
with like a toothpick.
Yeah.
I'm like, that doesn't really seem very convenient. And now this thing just pisses me off all the time because
I can't wear those things. I always.
tapped the wrong.
What about when it tells you to breathe? I couldn't get mine to stop doing that.
Oh yeah, no,
When it's like calm down. Like
mine
that's
doesn't do that. I think because I do like yoga and stuff,
really.
so it logs the like mindfulness minutes or something.
It can feel your yoga.
No, you just said it. I say, hey, I'm doing it.
Oh, you're using it how they should be. You're a tech guy.
Yeah, where I use the Down Dog app. I'm old now, my joints hurt, so I have to do some kind of like.
Do you do it at your house?
Yeah, I have a yoga mat. I have a stretch, or I'm just gonna be hurt. My back up like 3 times a year.
I have to do butt exercises basically every day, or my butt becomes like labia, and then I just lose all strength in the rest of my body.
What do you mean it becomes like lame?
Just withers into
Like
just nothing,
oh.
just concave,
So when you say you do butt
like a pigeon
exercise,
chest, pigeon butt.
you mean like squats? You're doing squats.
So many squats,
Yeah,
just to give. I need a solid. You know how like
I hate doing squats.
yeah, they suck. They're the
It's
worst.
Worst exercise.
They hurt.
Yeah.
You know, women with like diabetic women who are like big fat hogs on bottom, and then they have this like tiny little torso.
Yeah. If you like doing squats, you're either fat or European.
Yes.
Those are
Yeah.
the only people.
Yeah. I'm trying to get European.
You're either selectively bred by a former Soviet state to the squat.
Yeah. Well, every name of a squat is like a Russian dead baby.
Oh,
That's the names of it. What's that?
Like
Yeah.
that Romanian deadlift.
Yeah.
Or Bulgarian split squats.
Yeah, none of them are like American boy, but you
Yeah.
know.
Texas style.
Yeah, or like that. But yeah, I got kettlebells, and then I just look up women that are hot and just tell them. They just tell me what to do.
The kettlebells, you do what? Goblet squats.
Goblet, and you do the thing where you like go down and then back up. Feels good.
What's down and back up?
Like you're standing like this, and you're holding it, and you bend, and then lift it back up, and it pulls the back.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, so just like RDL with the kettlebell.
Is that what an RDL is? Oh yes.
RDL, you start at the top and you go down to your hamstring stretch and you come back up. Yeah, I've been doing. My wrists are f***ed up because I've been getting back into hand-ups.
If you live in Pennsylvania and you own a home, don't skip this YouTube ad just yet. If you rent where you live, you can skip the video right now. All right, so if you own a home here in the state of Pennsylvania and you have an approved home, you can earn anywhere from $300 upwards of $600 per year for doing nothing other than having an approved solar system on your roof or property that generates electricity on a yearly basis. So whether or not you've heard about solar, they are not only earning an income from it, but they're offsetting their current. So for easy math, let's just say your electricity $1 a month. That means with solar, you can reduce that bill down to $30 per month or $0 per month, minus a small connection fee of like $10. But yeah, you can save money on your electricity bills and earn an income through the state's SRAC program, in short. So the best part about all of this is you get your solar system installed up front or out of pocket. So if this sounds interesting to you and you want to see if your home meets the requirements, click the link below or the blue button on this video, and you're going to be taken to our website where we're just going to ask you a few really quick questions. Takes less than 20 seconds to see if your home meets the requirements for solar and all the incentives available. Also, when you click that link, you're going to have the opportunity to not only learn more about solar and our company, but you're going to be able to check out some of our customer video testimonials where you can see firsthand their experience working with our company and how they're saving money on their electricity bills. So just to give you a little bit more information on this video, my name is Ryan. I'm with Solar Energy World, and we're one of the most trusted solar installers here on the East Coast. We've been doing business for almost the last 90 years, helping homeowners with various home improvement projects. And we've been installing solar since 2008. So you can be rest assured that you're working with the right company when it comes to your solar project. So once again, if you'd like to see more about how you can save money on your electricity bills with solar and how you can earn an income from your solar system, then go ahead and click the link below or on this video, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Oh,
It's like
my roommate does those. It's crazy.
it's just
Do you do it against a wall?
Yeah, you try to. You can, if the eventual goal is to do them freestanding, you got to like try to get off the wall as soon as possible.
Can you do them? How many are you doing?
Freestanding, I don't know. It's hit and miss. I can do like one or two, but it's the trick with doing them freeze, because if you do them against the wall, like the way they do them in CrossFit, people put their hands real wide and they flare their elbows. And if you practice them that way, you're never going to be able to do like a regular. You have to keep your shoulder blades, like just like
this almost.
So here's your shoulder blades. You got to keep them out like that. So you use your serratus to pull your shoulder blades forward, and then you have to bring your elbows in. And if you do them, I mean, you can do it against the wall this way, but to do them like that will have carryover to freestanding. You got to keep your elbows locked way in, and then the motion is you move like your head forward, so you end up kind of at an.
Are you worried about squinching? If you hit if you squinch your head, if you squinch.
Well, you sort of touch you come.
But if you fall,
you don't fall. Also, I weigh like just hard on my wrists at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you have to do these. They say.
Yeah, I don't really. But that's the thing. You do yoga and it just covers all that.
Yeah, yoga rules. I used to do Bikram yoga, which I like because every time it was the same thing. So there wasn't some bitch in there being like, and you know what I thought of? The harvest. Everybody like, you know what I mean? And you're like, I hate
That's why I use apps, because I can't
deal with their daily affirmations and shit. It's so up. I'm like, I want to kill myself. That's why I'm here. And you're being like, my mom told me something. And I'm like, your mom's addicted to drugs.
Yeah, your mom's already 3 bottles of wine deep.
Your mom made a yoga instructor who lives in Bed-Stuy. I had one, did I tell you about this? There's this black lady, big black goddessy lady, super hot.
Who now they're the best at yoga.
Yes.
10 years ago it was like, would you believe they can do yoga too?
Yeah.
And now that's
where you go.
That's Mrs. Yoga.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're the Israelites. They're the original pharaohs.
Every single one of them has cancer. They're like, I gotta try something.
This woman smashed her car. She's teaching the class every day, and
Smash
I go
your car into the yoga.
No. I go to her class all the time. I'm listening to her. Yeah.
Motherfucking yoga.
It's game day. Woo! All eyes on me. And you looking at me? Yeah. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. Woo!
And then they go in, and she's like, after the class, we talk after. And she, you know, when you're a comedian, people will just, for some reason, just tell you things they should never tell you. Does that happen to you? People will say things to me that I'm like.
You mean like audience? Like after a show?
Anybody. There's like an open bookish about comedians, like a curiosity.
People really don't talk.
Okay, I see that. That's because of the shape of your face, I think.
What does that mean?
Well, the way you hold your face is really like.
Well, it's bright in here.
It's the same way my mom is always like that.
I've been wearing sunglasses on the show. It's a lot nicer.
It is nice. I'm gonna do it. Do you want yours? Will this alienate you?
What's that?
Will this alienate you? Sometimes I feel alienated.
The theme today is aliens and alienation. It's
what was I talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, she hit a Hasidic. No, she ran into a Hasidic Jew's car. He gets out and he's like, "Hey, can we?" He was like, "You hit my car," and she was like, "I'm so sorry." And he goes, "We can deal with this at my house." And she was like, "What?" And then they went to his house, and he was like, "You can suck my dick, and we'll call it even." And she told me that, and then I could never again. I mean, I would go to her class, and she'd be like, "Get down into down dog," and I'd be like, "I don't trust you. I don't trust anything else."
She blew a Hasidic guy?
That's the worst person to blow. Okay, another story, and then it's your turn. Tyler Fisher. You know Tyler Fisher?
Yes.
He does a good Trump impression, Owen Wilson, and is like the anti-vaxxer.
Yeah. I mean, I've
funny.
met him once or twice.
At the cellar last night or 2 nights ago, a homeless man ran at him, and then he dropped his phone. And then the guy we call Wheels, which is a man who has never stood up in his life, he has dreads that are becoming whole ecosystems of terror. Okay, he's disgusting, and we're always just like when you give him $1, you're like, yeah, you know. And Tyler was like, "Where's my phone? Where's my phone?" And he chased the other guy, and then Wheels like came up to him out of the darkness and was like, "I know where your phone is." And he was like, "Where is it?" And he goes, and he pulls it out of his penis,
out of his
reaches
like
into his pants,
eating
a snake. And Tyler was like, "Do you want to hear this?" And I was like, "Yes, tell me what shape the phone was in." And he was like, "Slippery, wet, gunky."
Yeah.
And I was like immediately like, "Ugh." I could, and then he said,
I'll finally get the vaccine now.
Yes, now he needs it.
No. At least he'll get the vaccine.
Yeah, now he needs it.
Yeah.
And then he was like and then Wheels was like, "Give me money." And he was like, give him $1. And he was like, more money. And he gave him $20. And he was like, okay, gave him the phone. And then Tyler took a video of the guy the next day being like, hey, remember yesterday you stole my phone, you put it in your pants, and Wheels is just going like this. He's like, yes, yes, I do. And then Tyler's like pretty up, and he goes, I was looking out for you. And I was like, I think he might believe that in his heart. You know what I mean?
In the Wheels economy.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get back to that in a second.
Okay.
This week's episode is brought to you once again by mybookie.ag. Guys, it is football season, I think. Or it's coming up.
It has, dude. Men be getting literally coming in being like EAGLES, and you have to be like,
if you're a man and you like spelling,
Biggles.
it's so bad.
It is spelling time. It's time to spell those teams, boys. And if you like letters, I got a couple of them for you. mybookie.ag. Type that into your web browser and gamble on your favorite letters. I would say it's crazy that we let nerds get away with master. And that still persists.
It's crazy.
That there's a guy that's just like, I'm a webmaster.
Are there webmasters?
I think that might be gone now.
Yeah, I don't know if
I think it's all managed by like a Salesforce team in India. Every website.
There's stewardess.
Yeah, stewardess.
Was that an Adam Carolla bit?
Steward was always funny because then it made me think of the guy from Mad TV. And like Mad TV, there's MyBookie. That's a George Carlin bit right there.
Really good.
You got Mad TV, you got MyBookie. Next, HIV, HIV positive, HIV negative. The greatest comedian of all time.
Yeah.
MyBookie.ag, a sports betting website, but that's not all. You can bet on other things like politics. I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Horse races.
I would love. Yeah, I should get into gambling on horses. My grandfather would do that.
Really?
Go
But I
see
think
fun.
is it abusive to them?
I don't care. I don't care.
Let's take this house and everything that comes with it.
Weren't you vegan?
Huh?
Weren't you vegan? You love animals.
Yeah, but I'm not. I don't think it's abusive. I think horses love running.
And when we passed the horses yesterday when we left here, you started
I don't
crying.
really think you can be abusive towards an animal bigger than us unless you do it with a gun.
What if their brain is a little thing attached to a giant silly body?
What do you mean?
Horses are just a tiny brain with a big dumb. I'm going
Horses are
horseback.
basically- I'm gonna get in trouble for this. They're basically Native American.
Did you see the video of the horse fucking?
MyBookie.ag, you can bet on the horse races. NFL, college football, and Brandon cash out system will give you options to bet and win all season long. The first two legs of your parlay hit, cash out early, and use the funds on another bet or let it ride for the chance at a bigger payday. Join the MyBookie family. I don't know what that is.
It's like a regular
contest, but then they also have success. Go to for years. Well, listen up, you moron. We got the new cash bonus system that lets you deposit and withdraw quick. Use promo code TAFS on a deposit of $50 or more, and you can receive up to $200 in cash instantly to your MyBookie account. And you bet your deposit amount once, and you get the 200 for my.
Okay. We're going to cover Ian Ellis's emails.
The show's ended, we've gotten some emails.
What? Jimmer Nam had returned to the streams, this time under the alias Morbid, and had infiltrated the true crime community.
Where's your mom?
We have a question
Oh,
from
shit.
at Jay. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. It's from Jimmer.
Holy shit, what?
Jimmer
Nam email?
Hold on.
Using his The Fighter and the Kids Subreddit channel, Jimmer threatened to expose anyone who opposed him.
Okay now, Papa, I do have a ton of information to share in order to expose those who are close to you, since you have never revealed yourself. Oh, this is to me directly.
Done it already.
Ooh, you out here walking around like there's not booby traps in the forest. I want to cut and paste this entire email and send it to like Mersh from Ian Ellis.
Do it.
Oh my God. See what he does.
People in real life.
I never replied to Jimmer Nam. What should I say to him?
You have Eddie Griffin's email?
No, but we should find people's emails, and I should copy and paste the Jimmer Nam copy pasta.
Oh shit.
I'll send them one.
Send it to
And even
Martin
if they
Lawrence.
don't reply, I'll send it to them the next day, 12 hours later. Who should I menace? I'm looking for a email. Haters Inc. I'm not a robot. Submit. Oh no, 5,000 views. This is his best video ever.
I see Ren body start hitting the floor.
Oh,
So if you ever encounter a guy who says, I see red and bodies hit the floor and I black out, just punch this dude right in the throat. I guarantee you, he never fought a day in his life. And if you
I am sending this to myself so I can make a Disturbed cover.
You should wear like a Marine uniform too when you make those shorts.
Yeah, he should do Fake Valor. That'd be fucking sick. I'd actually become a fan. Compose. Subject. Question. Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
let's see. We have to change this to be personalized. This is the new copy pasta.
Yeah.
I wanted to know if you want to continue this path of what you've been doing with your cute trolling.
David Walsh. Come on.
Worthless faggot. I'm sorry.
You know, I used to like you're talking about good Christian families. I think you're right, but now you're
You're an
using
unrepentant faggot.
What did I do that I need to repent?
Just everything about you is just big faggot.
Come on.
If I can't respond and it's no fun, I just think you're an even bigger faggot when you do that. I've never met a bigger faggot in my whole life. Like literally, that used to be the appeal to your show. Like people would be like, I can't believe how big of a faggot this guy is.
You believe?
It's
when I gave you a show, right?
Faggot ass freak.
So why did you have your own show on my channel? Which
Because I thought maybe you could be like entertaining, but you're just so boring, dude. Nobody wants to deal with you.
I'm very entertaining. I'm giving you stream. I'm
You're
following
annoying.
your rules.
You're annoying. You're annoying. That's it.
Well, let me annoy B-Sox, but you're not allowing me.
Why do you keep begging to talk to B-Sox? It's
I'm
like
not
you're insane.
People aren't talking about you. They're talking about
You got mental problems,
Why are
dude.
they talking about me, dude?
Yeah, big
Yeah,
time.
they are talking about you. I had a stream and I tried drama and people keep talking. But people are talking about
Well,
walls.
obviously,
Maybe
don't
I
know
should
why
cut
they're talking
myself.
about me. You shouldn't
Maybe
care about
don't
me.
cut yourself, David. That's not even funny, man.
Yeah, maybe I should go cut myself, Sam. Maybe I should.
What? Don't cut yourself. You know, he came on my. Why did you come on my show to show people you cut yourself? He sucks.
Hey
Why
Sam,
was I
can you-
so lucky?
I'm going to warn you again. You could talk to me, or you can go.
I got to follow him, or he's going to remove me. He got the power. You're right.
You just
What do you wanna
keep
talk
doing
about?
it.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about?
I wanted to say that this racist is getting worse and worse, and I want to smash him. Actually,
You're going right back. Are you insane? You keep
I
talking
thought
about
you were
B-Sox.
smashing. Well, okay, let's talk about you or me. Go ahead. I'm not talking
What
about
do
my
you-
wife.
What do you want to talk about?
I want to have you clarify the truth and get your comment because AOC has been saying things, and I don't know.
You
if
said
it's
that
true.
you're a pedophile and your wife was 16 when you met her.
So I wasn't, but a man who writes a woman at 16 might be a creep, but he's not a pedo, is he?
And you've been married 5 years, so she's
Over
what 20?
5 years.
So she's
Over
23,
How old's your wife? And then I'll answer.
under 30.
My wife's under 30.
Okay, so if you met her when she was 18,
That's fair. I answered your question. You answered mine, right?
well, if you met her when she was 18 and you've been married 5
I didn't
years,
meet her when she was 18.
unless
Well,
we take
how old are you?
unless we listen to AOC, which he said she was 16.
Well,
so
he
she'd be
lies.
21.
AOC lies. We both know that, dude. He lies, right?
Okay, so let's say 18. Your wife's 23.
How?
Honestly,
she's
I don't
under-
give a lie anyway. You're just a liar. You don't even have a wife.
What
It's,
about
I
you?
already
I
know
don't
you
have a
the
wife.
answer. I already know the answer to the question
Who
before I
is that
ask it.
woman walking around my
I don't
house
even want to hear your
taking
voice
money?
answer it, to be honest.
I gave her like $35,000 this year. B-Sox, you gave me $500.
Sounds-
My wife like $50,000.
Sounds like somebody found themselves a old faggot and started
No, I'm
taking
not
his money.
old and I'm not homosexual, but I love her, so I gave her money. We built her own room in her. She has a compound back.
Oh,
in the
good. Good. She doesn't want
B-Sox,
anything to do with you.
45,000 something. I sold.
Why
it.
is it like a normal
well,
person?
because it amuses me that people attack B-Sox for sending 500